Let me play one of the things that President Biden said today, and some of his other world leaders have similarly taken issue with the veiled or not so veiled threats that President Putin and indeed Sergei Lavrov have been, issuing over the last week, talking about, potentially broadening their attack, warning NATO allies not to supply Ukraine, and even talking again about this third world war, nuclear, etc. This is President Biden's reaction to that.
They do concern me because it shows the desperation that Russia is feeling about their abject failure in being able to do what they set out to do in the first instance. And so I think it's more of a reflection, not of the truth, but of their failure.
Evelyn, your reaction to that?
I agree 100% with the president. This is actually a show. It's designed to test, in part, our resolve and the transatlantic cohesion, or transatlantic, trans-Pacific, because we have allies from the Pacific involved as well. And so I think that it does demonstrate weakness. It demonstrates that Vladimir Putin is trying to also assess going forward, how much assistance the Ukrainians are going to receive. And President Biden has responded to this nuclear saber-rattling, thankfully, amazingly, with this huge package of assistance. It tells the Russians that all the equipment we're giving the Ukrainians, all the advice we're giving them, all the intelligence we're giving them, this will continue. And the Russians have to take that into consideration. Yes, right now the Ukrainians are still somewhat vulnerable because that equipment and assistance isn't there. It isn't all there yet. So they're in a moment of perhaps most vulnerable moment. Going forward, they will be increasingly stronger. And this nuclear business, it's frankly not only irresponsible, but also doesn't make sense, because we have deterrence. We have nuclear forces also at every level. If the Russians want to go there, then they will be signing their own death certificate. So again, it's reckless talk, but also strategically, they have to understand that it brings everyone nowhere.